My heart aches as I write this letter, for I realize you are suffering a great loss. The letter begins. It's a form letter, but the Republican congressman signs each one personally. Penance, he says, for voting yes for the Iraq War in 2002. For me, it's a sacred responsibility that I have to communicate my condolences to a family, Jones said in a telephone interview. And it's very special to me because it goes back to my regretting that I voted to go into the Iraq War. While President Donald Trump and his staff feuded publicly this month with a congresswoman and the pregnant widow of a soldier killed October 4 in Niger, Jones was quietly continuing his letter writing. He gets permission from a military liaison who makes sure that family members want condolences from a congressman they likely never heard of. Then, from a desk drawer in his office in Greenville, he retrieves the same black ink fountain pen that he's used since he began this ritual years ago. In some cases, he sends letters to multiple relatives of a single soldier. Jones' letter writing began in 2003 after he attended the funeral of Marine Sergeant Michael Betts, who was killed in March 2003, not long after the Iraq War began. He sat with Betts's widow, Janina, and watched as her young son played with a toy nearby during the service at Camp Lejeune, which is part of Jones' district. And I felt the guilt, but also the pain of voting to send her husband as well as thousands of other military to a war that was unnecessary, he said. Obviously, the majority of these families will never know me and vice versa. But I want them to know that my heart aches as their heart aches. On Sunday, October 21, Jones signed letters to the families of Sergeant LaDavid Johnson and 3 other soldiers killed in a firefight with militants tied to the Islamic State group in Niger. He signed a total of 8 letters that day, followed by an evening Massachusetts